Hi, everybody. We are here for the reading of Aries for the month of May, month number 5, 2024. Let's go do this for Terriblekid. This is for everybody who has Aries in the sun, moon, and rising. Let's try to see this and see what it's going to bring to you. You just come out of your month of birthday, so you're starting your new year already, which is pretty good, of course. Means like you come from the top of your sun power, and now we're going to see what's happening in the month of May. It's a general reading, so personal. Of course, everybody's different. No such thing as that 1/12 of all the people in the world who have Aries. They will experience the same. But there are nuances, there are big things happening, there are changes. May is going to see some big changes. Jupiter's going to move. Of course, Mars is going to move, and Venus. Those are the small planets. Let's see what we have here. Okay. The end of a fight. Here we go. Stop being defending yourself, being so defensive. You've been fighting a lot. Let's see. Okay. You feel that people have been trying to keep you limited. You feel limited by a lot of people. Whoa, that's a lot coming out here. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Don't know. Okay. You seem to be thinking that you were pretty... Okay. You were pretty... Oh my God, it's very hard because it's the first time I'm trying to do this for Aries. You seem to be thinking that you had everything done logically. You had a plan, well thought through. It looks like you were trying to dim your fire a little bit, and maybe because of past experiences. So you were trying to do things more logically, but it's not working because you feel like you are in the defense. You feel like you're not even, you're not true to yourself. You've not been true to yourself and you want to do that. You feel like you've been limited in what you want to do. Most likely you feel that people are limiting you in what you do. Whereas you had so much to offer, you had the best intentions. It's not who you are. You've not been able to shine brightly. This is a big thing because you are the fire sign, so the sun, the positivity. It's Leo, of course, but it's the child also, the child that is representing Aries. Aries is say the baby of the universe. It's the sun, even on a white horse. Yeah, you might have seen them running a week ago from the royal guards. A white and a black horse, they were running. It seems like you feel really very much that you've been upside down, not being true to yourself, not feeling the power you normally have. All this positivity you felt defensed, you felt put in a cage like a puma because you've got all this power. This is a king with a sword, not scared at all. Yeah, very fair often as well, but maybe a bit harsh. But it's not working out. Your power is not coming out. So you feel like you've been going back. Could have been also the Mercury retrograde that everybody's been going through, that this is also happening for you. Let me change this because turn it upside down. And And you see that this one is also upside down, but in fact, this is correctly positioned. The number 12, the hangman. So maybe you've been forced to do things the other way around. You've been trying to mold yourself into this form or shape that's not completely you. And now you see that this didn't bring you what you wanted, and you even feel like you are in defense. You're tired of it. You don't want to fight anymore. It's ridiculous. Um, well, look at these the positions here. It's the 7 and the 12. You're so comfortable right now with being upside down that now it feels to you like this is your normal position. But believe me, if you do this, then well, here you are blocked, yeah, and your energy is blocked. But here you are consciously going and looking for what's going on. This is the good energy, the correct energy. Yeah, there's nowhere to go. Just hang upside down and see what's going on and feel the enlightenment coming in. Because in the end, you will find that you have all this power, and it's all in your how would I say that? In your brain, in your head, yeah, which is also ruling Aries. So this feels very natural to you right now. So your future, your strength is pretty powerful because you are coming back to your core. And that's nice because you can escape this boxing in that people have been doing, and you will come back here to finding your true power. So I hope you follow so far what we think is going on here. The hourglass is still ticking, so that's good. Now, near future, or what's coming up right now for you. Let's see that. I try to do it traditional so people can follow, you know. If you're not so familiar with tarot, this is Celtic Cross. It's the easiest way, so here we go. Okay, well, you're real Aries. You're making steps fast right here, yeah? So while you've been maybe annoying people, feeling defensive, where you don't want to be, feeling caged in, boxed in, trying to be logical, thinking with your brain, but not feeling your power as of lately, and now you're used to it, you're going back, yeah, and understand that, okay, if everybody wants me upside down, and I'm trying to adjust myself, but why don't I go upside down for myself? Focus on my strength, my brain, my ideas, my power is here. Get my son back. And you'll see already in the near future that this might bring some very positive rewards. You are surrounded by much more wealth, even abundance. It looks good. You're crossing a bridge here. Yeah, a little bit trying to feel you now, huh? Because there's also these planets going into Taurus in May, which is your second house normally, and that's the second house is finance, income, and it's coming. It's looking good for you, but it's only just the start. And it's because you take a bit of distance from other people. You're focusing more on yourself. You're focusing more on the true intentions of people, the true strength of you as a person. You're reflected by the child and the dogs. You know, they're really watching you. They will not fight with you. You know, children and dogs will never fight with you. Normally, Aries is way too nice for children and also for animals. They understand your pure energy, you know, that you normally have, and that you feel like you've been blocked, you know, from being in your true self. And So if you keep focusing on yourself and observe people more, as opposed to trying find conflicts with people where they will start boxing you in, into a shape or form that you're not, then that is something that will bring you more luck. I, f- I feel, and they say, the moment you try to let your happiness depend on those people that, in fact, right now you're watching it upside down and watching it from a different perspective. When you think back about that, then you should not let your future or your actions be determined by those who boxed you in. And maybe they didn't do that on purpose, because that's not what I see. Because this feels so, you don't see the people. And here also, even you're holding the cup yourself. The the thing is that maybe you were a little bit. It's very un-Aries like, but you were a little bit impressed by or manipulated by people around you that you maybe care about, or you were involved in conflicts or discussions of people where you wanted to come in between, like this King of Swords. And in the end, it didn't bring you what you wanted. You ended up in conflicts. And maybe then, because you ended up in these conflicts, you started getting more and more conflicts. So what you should do is observe those people and not directly interact with those people, because that will bring you more luck. And also look more at the seeds and the intentions of people, what they are doing. That's the children and the dogs. There's intuition. That's behavior that you cannot escape. Okay, let me check one thing. Okay. I'm gonna do it a bit different. Like you, let's do it upside down. So is it correct what I'm saying, that you've been influenced, or you let yourself be influenced too much by people who did not necessarily maybe want to block you, but they did by their actions, their words, their conflicts where they involve you, and maybe those were not even your conflicts. You did it with your best intentions, and okay, let's see, because this is really what I want to find out. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's more and more abundance. Um, okay. So you got a lot of things upside down, man, or girl. But let's not please focus on sex. I know this is forbidden, I believe, by YouTube. So let's not do this. Um, your world was put upside down, and it didn't feel like this was the world you created for yourself. The world you create for yourself. I'm gonna lie the cards like this. Yeah, it's 21. 9. So this is also 9 of Pentacles. So this is more the world, where you imagine yourself. And you see it's not really interacting with others. You can be pretty abundant as a person by yourself. And again, here you see the animal, the focus on the animal, like on the not necessarily predictable, but on the pure behavior of beings on this planet. And then here with the Four of Pentacles, you see that maybe the reason why you were feeling the need or the The urge to listen more to people, to help them in conflicts, etc. That's what I'm feeling here. Is that you were not feeling strong enough financially, materialistically, etc. So maybe because of such things, such reasons, you've not been totally yourself, and it's been possible where you all of a sudden, for reasons of insecurity, financially, materialistically, etc., you've been engaged with people and felt more influenced by people, which you would normally not do because you will, you're this person who makes his own world. You love people, you love children, you love animals. Normally, Aries, they love them, but something was lacking, and that's why you let them come close to you. It doesn't mean that these people were bad necessarily, but it was not good for you to act out of feeling weak or fragile or not strong enough, not yourself. And then because you wanted to protect what you had, you started doing this, which is never a good idea. I think it's better for you. What you see here is not to hold on to all the possessions you have, the money you have, the house or whatever you have, that you feel like, oh, let's not lose that. That's a bad thing to do because it's not going to flow. And you really need to flow because this way you go, make investments, let money run, let it flow, let it flow. This more, look, also there, let me hide this. So we have here the star, the 17. Your potential is huge. But again here, as you see, you can do it alone, but you have to be more free. Yeah, you have to be more naked. I can't show it here, but the more you look back at what happened, let your mind, intuition try to find that. I like what you were like when you were a child and you were not hanging out with people, entering in conflicts, or trying to be a judge in conflicts, etc. Yeah, you lost this thing. This is not Aries here. This feels more like Aries, and you see like you lost your almost like your childish behavior. Your pure, I should say, not childish behavior, your pure personality. Who are you? Why do you like to be with people? Fill your emotions with beautiful things. You're a vessel, that's childlike, and that's your strength. Your strength is not to be the big judge and to entering conflicts and stuff like that. That's not, I think, where you should be. You have to more or less play it like a child. Do what children do. Do what children do. Not tantrums, but also be more open. Like don't expect everybody to attack you. Just observe people, observe them. See where the money's running, where it's flowing, and of course, like if you got or know how the money's running and flowing, you don't even have to interact with these people, but you have to do the right, use your intuition, look at it from a different perspective, and you will come back to your true self. So you can be this, childish abundance again, create a new world, and be this powerful person. Yeah. You have to go with the flow very clearly, embrace it, embrace the flow because it's good what they're going to bring to you. And the universe wants the best things for you possible. But learn from what has happened in the not so long ago history and a bit longer history. See where the conflicts came from. See why you feel blocked, why you feel that you are not yourself anymore. not enough yourself anymore. And then observe again the same people maybe, or new people, but don't get involved. Don't get involved into conflicts. Don't be surrounded by people who like conflicts. And if you are, just observe it, from a wider sense, and try to think again, what would I do? Or what would a child do? What would I have done if I were a child? Because I think that's where your wealth will start flowing again, because then you will earn money, you will make money, you will make more streams of revenue by just being a child and understand what a child would do. I think that's what I want to tell you, what the spirits want to tell you. Let's stop it there, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Aries. Enjoy May. Bye-bye.